Remember about those islands that I talked about in the other episode? Okay, now today the tiny island is now yay big, and there was a cobblestone part built, but the tiny island began conquering it for some reason at all, and they began building trees on the island, which sounds crazy now, but it was kind of an unsettled question. And this island right here is Dozega Island. Remember about the Singaja Bridge? Over here? Yeah, but the reef on this island right here, it got destroyed. And there's a canal between the Kozanaka Canal. And there is currently no bridge over the canal between Doksha, this island's capital, and Doksha, this island's capital. All right, let's go down here. Okay, gotta close my face cam again. Okay, that's better. Now here's the actual evolution. The island was made all the way back in 1495 and 1506 when Christopher Columbus died. And of course, I don't know. Anyways, in 1604, the island started a war with this part of the island. Okay. Hold on just a minute. I'm gonna make it. Okay, in 1611, this island over here, which was the current island today, fought a war with this island, which used to be codish Island, and they lost the war.
Back up.
And their island became conquered. Their island became to be the most easiest island to be conquered. And this island, made of coal and other stuff, was made all the way back in 1703 when Benjamin Franklin was born. In 1791, a war started. And it was a war between this island, which used to be called the Tiny Island, like I said in the other video, but it was actually just like this small. It was like in 1791 when the war started, the island was like this big. And in 1861, when the Civil War started, blah blah blah, the same thing I talked about. And in 1881, on July 2nd, 1881, a war started, and that's when James A. Garfield was assassinated. But when the islands found out that Garfield was assassinated, They begin to sign a treaty on September 1st, 1881 to end the war. And then in 1895, the Qing dynasty was having a war with the islands. And the Qing dynasty wanted to land, but the islands refused. And they won the war with the Qing dynasty. But then in 1901, when President McKinley was assassinated, there was another war that started, and it wasn't good. It wiped out like the island and began conquering it. It actually began conquering it in 1921 when Pennsylvania gave up their claim to the exclaves of Delaware. And in 1952, this island right here with the grass and all other stuff, they began to build a fence here and a tree. All right. Anyways, they begin to build this part over here that is still conquered by this island. This island I'm currently standing, and I made a sign right here. It is. Wait. Matoke Island. And this island right here has never been defeated by any of these. And there's a Bulgarian cave right here. Yeah. And one house right here. Those guys Asian on the island. But these islands are still not conquered. This one, it's its own fake country. This one, it's also its own fake country. And finally, this one is also its own current country. Wow. In 1988, actually, back in 1941, Adolf Hitler, the leader of Germany, of Nazi Germany, began to build the island. They built the island even bigger. But a few years later, when Adolf died, the current chancellor takes his spot. But let's go back to the 1890. So in 1890, this island fought a war with its Singajay Bridge. But the Singajay Bridge isn't a country, so they fought a war with this island. And Leo von Caprivi, the Chancellor of Germany, began to sign a treaty which finally ended the war in 1891, making it the shortest war ever. And okay, let's go back to the 1900s. In 1990, when Home Alone was made, and they began to start building trees on this island. Which sounds crazy now, but In 1992, they began to build a house here, and there was a beach right here, and no other islands in the city in there. But there was this island right here. I'll show it to you when I get back. This is the island, and it was called Golski Island, which was very teeny tiny, and it unfortunately. Okay, so the island began to get conquered by this island, which sounds crazy now. Okay. The island wanted a war. They were demanding a war with these islands. But the island was destroyed. Rain, would you stop it? You're annoying me. But the island wasn't conquered because it was all the big mess. It was all the big mess, and they wanted the islands didn't want it like that. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you wanna see my previous episode, then make sure to subscribe, like, and enjoy all my other videos that I made. And watch the previous video if you haven't already. Bye. Thank you for watching.